I don't know, man. You're the expert. I'm color commentary in this game, really. Damage boost, eat things, swallow things, get fire. Don't lose cape.
There's a lot of capes in this game.
PLD, thank you for the host. So this tournament, I believe, goes best 2 out of 3.
That's correct.
Oh, and shoutouts to Rezi for giving us this layout here. Which is kind of sweet.
It beat my layout. I had the worst boss ever on my layout.
I should get the other layout too. I just like it. I also like the cleanness of the layout. And they're both ready. I'm gonna wait until Jello starts to start his timer on stream. He doesn't have a timer on his stream. It's myself and E Bloody Candy.
What's up, everyone?
Alright, here they go. Oh my god, the lag. So neither of them... I've seen this damage boost in everybody's run. I've never actually gone for it myself.
It saves about a couple seconds. If you're quick enough with the grab and spit, you can combat it quite a bit. Typically, your first star, you want to be anywhere between like a 19 or a 20-second grab.
And the first mini-boss already, Poppy... This is Poppy Brothers Senior. And looks like Rezi is getting some... They're both getting dancing.
Looks like they're both getting dance. There's a certain part where you can set up right next to the cloud closest to Poppy, where a certain pixel you can stand, you can trigger a fast bomb or a slow bomb, and completely dodge the dance.
I don't know the exact pixel, but I also like tend to stand right up in front of him, and I rarely get him to actually dancing.
Yeah, there's a few places you can stand to do it, but a lot of people will stand very close because you can hit them faster with the bomb. Move on to the next screen.
This level goes by really fast. I guess we'll get a lot more of it in the second loop. Just the other thing I've learned since I was a kid, it's I guess Kirby walks faster than he flies, so you want to walk as much as you can.
Yep. Rezi had a really nice climb. Oh, Jello got bopped. Jello would have had golden apples, potentially. Oh no, she got a blow.
Oh my god, Jello.
Oh, Jello's getting really bad RNG.
Wow, did he get 2 blows in a row?
He got the short blow, which then typically triggers the apple drops, but then he got the extremely long blow, which is just terrible RNG.
Yeah. He got bopped by an apple too. That
Yeah.
That just set him back so many cycles. Really just the one, but it takes forever. Rezi's already in Castle Lololo. I always forgot, like, there actually are a lot more rooms in this level than we ever see.
Yeah.
You just have to make sure you go in the right doors, and you never go to them.
I see how they do on the mini-boss. The mini-boss can be a little tricky if he starts off at the very top row, because it's really hard to get to the top after landing.
I usually stand on that, like, level just one up from the bottom, and I can usually jump up fast enough, like Jello just did, actually.
They both had really good mini-bosses.
Yep.
Had a boost from Rezi.
Rezi's in a little bit of trouble here, with only the 1 hit left. Lololo and La 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 aren't that hard, but it's a lot riskier if he wants to do anything resembling a double hit, having no life to give. It looks like Jello's going to be in the same situation. Jello with the troll.
In a lot of trouble.
He got a troll RNG there. Missed with his block too eventually when he finally did spit it. Jello's hanging in there. I'll be honest, I wasn't keeping track of how many hits he had on either of them either. Just kind of hoping.
Jello got a 7 cycle, it looked like, because he missed that first block.
Still, With no health left, that could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse, yeah.
I've seen a lot of people I've never seen playing this game, streaming it, and having all sorts of trouble with those two.
I've had my fair share with that boss. It's probably one of the harder bosses to actually execute on. Because it is a lot of luck, but it's also a lot of just jumping and execution in general.
That really is the only boss where you kind of get right up and take risks to get like 2 hits in one cycle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just never really thought about that. Like, DDD and Krakow are RNG. Whipsy is just easy. There's a little bit of RNG, but it's so little. And who's the boss of this name? I keep wanting to call him Kablooey. It's like Kabul.
It's Kabula.
Kabula. That might be a running gag for this tournament if I just keep calling him random things. Kaboozle. But, Kabula, who Rezi's about to fight right now, it's kind of get in his face and just pound him with the mint leaf.
Yeah, there's a few different strats to it. You can start off being right off into his face. Looks like that's what Rezi's trying to do right now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can just hang back, and then once you get him to about half health, to start charging him, depending on how much health you actually have. You're more prone to get hit if you're closer to Kabula than you are being far away.
Easily, yeah. There's a little bit of like a Mega Man factor there where you can only have, I think, 2 shots on the screen at once.
Yep.
So getting in his face, you can obviously fire a little bit faster. You can see that here with Jello hanging back.
Jello has 2 health, so he needs to be real careful with how he approaches this.
True.
Because the hitboxes with the cannonballs are really, really weird.
Well, he did it. Ooh, Rezi had a really good first room there. So one thing, the movement in room 1 can be just really smooth.
The cloud segment of bubbly clouds is the hardest part of movement because everything is timing based. So like right there with Rezi getting caught in that corner, the rest of the timing for the room is off now.
You were saying the cloud section as Jello was starting the whole level, and it was a little cloudy there. I didn't even realize you were talking about Rezi. Yeah, that room is annoying. Ooh, Jello got spiked. No deaths yet, but you can see Rezi's being a little, not Rezi, Jello's being a little careful now. Having only 2 hit points left. Now 1.
See if Rezi goes for the swag percent.
I think he got it in practice. Nope.
Oh, got stuck up in the water.
There is a glitch there, folks. I think it's not even like that much of a time save, if any. It's pretty much just cosmetic, but it looks cool.
It's like a half-second time save, but it just looks so cool. Typically with the block wall, you start off from the second from the top, because then you can just drop onto the platform right next to it, and time it to where you can just skin right past the enemies and not get hit at all.
It looks like Rezi's got a pretty solid lead here, but keep in mind, the last few bosses in this game have all sorts of RNG associated with them.
Krakow is one of the biggest RNG bosses in the game. The first Krakow can seriously make or break a run. Looks like Rezi's off to a good start.
Rezi's having a good fight, making sure he gets those jump over Krakow, turn, and spit. And the one jump. You have to be able to do that to have a good time on Krakow, I think. Jello's getting a little hung up by the spicy food there before the star blocks. These rooms have like, I guess you already called one the cloud room. Ooh, Jello just...
That was a really good Krakow for Rezi.
Oh, it felt good. He's getting through there pretty quickly.
The
run
part
he's
that
having
Jello's on now is pretty trolly.
Yeah. New Game Plus, or the extra game, that's even more trolly. Because those stars damage you, I hate that.
Yeah.
So Rezi now is in King DDD's castle, where you get like a mini stage of all the first 4 stages, and then have to do refights. Here, the first match of the tournament.
Really nice patterns.
Just
level up patterns, just perfect patterns.
Nice. Shame he took those 2 hits. Otherwise, it was a really good fight.
It's always interesting to me to see how people do like the levels in Mount DDD. Like, everyone's different. Some people start with low and then go to Krakow. Some people do the top 2 first.
I'd almost figure low is like almost the fastest one, just because you start closest to it.
Yep.
And after that, it doesn't matter what you go to from there.
Looks like Jello's about to jump into DDD here.
Yep. Rezi, I don't know what's going on with the start button, but... that fall right there in the float island section, I always have trouble getting down as well.
It's a little tough. If you're fast enough, you can jump over the beam from the hermit crab, and then if you jump up a little bit, you can actually line yourself up in the air to go down into the hole. It's a little trick to do that.
Jello's taking all sorts of damage against Lolo and La.
Rezi needs to be careful right now too.
Yeah. Just needs to get through the Krakow fight, really. Jello, 2 hit points to do everybody else. If you die in here, you go back to that starting room on Mount DDD. Oh.
Oof.
Jello's got to worry about his life now. I believe in Jello, but it's gonna be tricky. DDD.
Ooh, Rezi missed a star.
DDD's not that trolly once you get used to. Well, he's always trolly, but he's not that hard once you get used to him. I just remember being terrified of him and that fight as a kid. Like, hide on the ceiling and just wait for him to jump the whole time. Obviously not a speed strat.
DDD really only gets really scary is when you want to hang really, really close to him.
Fairly certain that was intentional.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, oof. I've done that before by accident. Alright, gets his first star right away. It's a good start.
King DDD has 10 hit points compared to most other bosses, so not a bad idea in a race, especially if he knows he has a lead, to open up by just using the death abuse to get his hit points back.
Yeah.
A little unfortunate there that he had Kirby in the air going over him as DDD pulled out his hammer, so he decided to jump, which does not produce a star in this game.
Kind of getting trolled by DDD pretty hard right now.
Oh yeah. The more DDD sucks, the more your time sucks.
Yeah, with DDD, if you're gonna have DDD attack, the attack you want is the dive. It's by far the fastest attack that he can produce. The sucks just take forever.
And that's Rezi's time, 12:55. Game Boy 1 or not, that's a good time.
It's a sub 13,
Super
it's a
Game
solid
Boy
run.
Jello's kind of wrapping it up. Now this tournament, I like this format because there is so much RNG and the game's so short. We're doing best 2 out of 3. See, is Jello going to try and win this fight with the 1 hit point? Looks like it.
Oh, he's going to be tough right there.
Yeah.
There's no way.
DDD runs with the hammer to where you were standing when he took the hammer out, so...
Yeah, typically you want to keep DDD in the middle of the room as much as possible.
Just to give yourself more room for everything.
Right. The closer you are to DDD, the faster he'll actually do his stuff. So like the slides, the sucks, the hammers. That's why you'll see some of the water like faster runners be within frames of DDD. It looks like Proto did the math there.
Proto, I think
like
I got
13,
the
10.
I think I got the stream right. And there's the time. I've got a 14:48 for him.
For being a brand new runner to the game, that's still a pretty good time.
Even sub 15 is not bad. Jello's now in the race channel saying, "I sincerely apologize if you were watching that race." But don't apologize. That was actually not a bad run. It's just in a game this short, this tight, you know, the execution has to be tight to go with it, and race pressure. That kind of thing just happens.
Yep.
Still a solid run. So that I think, you know, that I think about it, I'm supposed to have a some sort of win marker in here, I think.
Just find a warp star and put it on the channel.
Got to I need like not a warp star could work. I'm almost thinking like a get like a Kirby in like the victory pose. We'll have to work on that moving forward.
All right, round 2.
Round 2. Jello's got to come back and win this one. Let's see, I'm handling something here. Just give me a shout out if the race gets started. Looks like they started in IRC. Just waiting for them to get started.
Yeah, waiting for the streams to kick in here.
There we go.
There we go. There's a damage boost by Rezi.
So yeah, the damage boost in this stage, saving just a couple of seconds. The other thing that always scares me about them is just the grizzly bears. I forget what they're even called. They do 2 hit points each hit. Poppy Brothers does not like these guys.
Yeah, Poppy makes me reset a whole bunch. Yeah, it looks like with the missed bomb there from Jello, Rezi just took the lead. Still anyone's match though. It's pretty close right now.
Yeah, they're easily within RNG range. Ooh, that spit from Jello. That's weird sometimes when you are right on top of something, you spit out, the star keeps going even though it kills whatever's right in front of you.
Yeah. The other thing to be careful of too is when you spit out stars or break an enemy right before you enter a door, you can lag the game quite a bit.
And that's true. That's why like it takes a while to break the habit and like start just swallowing everything.
Yep.
You're not going to use it to kill something, just swallow it and be done with it, especially like microphones.
We have pretty decent RNG Wispy for Rezi and Jello.
All things considered, with the speed up he gets from Super Game Boy 1, that's actually really close. Although he definitely has a few seconds of lead here. I almost really do want to get Rezi in this tournament just so I can pull out my Super Game Boy 1.
You're gonna have to hope Rezi can beat Controller Head in the next round if he goes.
Oh God!
Goes there.
Controller Head still his record, or?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
User was moved to your channel.
Rezi's got low here.
Oh, swallow the
Did he
block.
get it? He got the double hit. He's got 2.
Hits in one cycle.
Oh my God.
Gotta watch his health here. There you go. If he wouldn't have eaten the block, that would have been a really nice fight for him.
Jello is taking double hits. Needs to make sure he gets this kill in now. He's got it.
Still a very close match.
Never liked these opening screens on the levels, just because they're so long.
They can be long. If you can mash the start button and get it so that no sprites show up on the screen, you'll actually make the game run a tad bit faster because it does some low sprites.
Huh.
Especially with Float Islands. Float Islands is probably one of the most laggiest levels in the game. Especially if Rezi goes with one of the strats that once you grab the curry, it just kill everything on the screen.
Oh, yeah, I've noticed that too, as I've stopped just holding down the B button. The game runs just a bit faster.
Yep, so really if you do grab the curry, like I'll usually break the little octopus guy at the start and just run all the way through. The only time that'll lag then is the door fall when I have to spit out. Then it'll lag then because of the extra sprite I had to load.
Is that a working mic?
I think so.
Well, based on the fact that you just heard me, I think it is.
You have the multi-twitch?
I do.
Sweet. Ooh. Rezi could not handle Kabula,
Rezi.
right?
Sorry, mic quality is probably terrible.
That's not that bad.
Need to get used to this whole push to talk thing.
Yeah, who uses mics?
Looks like Jello's had a nice start here.
Yeah, Jello's caught most of the way up now. This is gonna be close. Assuming they can keep it up.
There's a single person that does my strat for the first jump in Cloud's Room 1, and I swear it's faster. I don't know, but I think they're missing out.
I'm gonna have to watch that at some point.
I've tried it a few times. Since I haven't done it before, my fingers are just stupid and doesn't understand how to work anymore.
Oh no!
Wait, when did Jello get ahead? I totally wasn't paying attention.
Oh, it was at Kabula.
Rezi died on Kabula.
Ah, probably when I was setting up mics.
And it looks like Rezi's pulling ahead now. It's still anyone's match. Krako and World 5 are very big trolls in this game.
Yeah. Yup. Jello's needs some help from Krako though.
Oh dear, Rezi. That was a rough Cloud Room. Hopefully the Krako Jr. RNG is favorable.
There's RNG?
I'll bet you somewhere in something there is RNG in that fight. It's just somehow, because it's Kirby's Dream Land.
Fair point. Now, Rezi's Kabula, I think, was more a factor that he had like one hit point yet. There's the swag.
Boom, there it is.
Oh! Water grab!
He's getting the health there. I believe officially in the US they were called pep bottles.
That's a good decision.
Yeah.
I always have trouble with that first drop off the block star. I always hit the waddle. I go too fast off the edge. But the part that Rezi's on now, you have to be very careful of. You have to give yourself a little bit of padding. And luckily Rezi caught himself right there. Wow, because typically if you do that, that's exactly what happens. You'll fall to the ground.
Oh, those gaps.
Those gaps can be very big trolls in this segment.
I haven't had a lot of trouble there in a while because I usually just like make sure there's room on the other side and fly over.
I dropped off once recently, but once you get used to flying them, it's hard to go back.
Jello had some an almost there.
Jello, please.
Yeah, it's scary watching that happen. It's like, oh no, they're gonna. Oh, they caught it.
I was waiting to see if Rezi accidentally went in the moon door there.
I've never gone in the moon, I have to say.
I've done it by accident.
I've gone in the secret room in the little alcove of clouds, but never the moon room.
Alright, Jello got a nice start with the first hit.
So I guess this means Jello's probably ahead by like 10 seconds right now.
Oh, Jello died.
Oh no. Oh, he had one hit point left going in there. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, for those who don't know me, I am Proto Magical Girl. And this makes all of you the second people to hear my voice after Brahms.
Excellent. We're now on the same level as Brahms.
About time.
True.
We're catching up slowly. Now I just need to cut 130 and 96.
And Rezi with the RNG. Like, wow.
This is getting a pretty easy
He got
Krako.
ahead quickly.
Rezi with the final hit going into World 5. Jello, I mean, Jello has some really good RNG too. He's not far behind.
No,
yeah, Jello's got to be pretty close. Oh yeah, especially with they're close. Like without Super Game Boy 1, they're probably almost dead on right now.
I mean, it can come down to a Krako V2. I mean, you can have bad RNG with Krako V2. You can get bad RNG with Wispy, or you can get a really bad RNG with DDD now. Like, it's still anyone's match. Oh, and Rezi's shooting the wrong way. Makes up for it with a double hit there, though.
Hi, Conster. Pleasure to speak with you. Who's using the speakers? Somebody keeps echoing.
It's probably me.
Cab. Yep.
When in doubt, blame Cab.
Well, no, he always echoes. He just will not give up his speakers.
You know what's really weird to see is people not doing the Gordo clips. It's really weird not seeing that.
I just need to figure out how to get the audio channels to go the right way all the time. It's one of those things where if I just spend like 5 minutes.
Yeah, honestly, at this play level, at like the high 13, 14 level, it's probably not even worth it to do the door clips.
It's not, but I'm just saying
They
it's
save
just so
like 5
weird.
seconds, and they cost you health, which is a lot more valuable in these refights.
Yep.
But once we get probably into round 2, and especially round 3, we'll be seeing a lot of those door clips. I should probably learn Wispy Woods clip. I still don't know it.
You will definitely see Gordo clips around 2, especially from me and Controller Head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
watch
I'll
the
do
higher
them.
seeds.
The way I've routed the whole refight section specifically to kind of manage my health so I can decide whether or not I have enough to do the clips. Like I do Krakow last.
I do Krakow second just to get it out of the way.
That too.
I guess if you're going for record attempts, it's actually not a bad idea.
Oh, at record level, you have to get them.
Jello's holding back on the left side against Kabula again.
Looks like Jello's playing it safe with the fight. Not a bad call. Stays down below. If he refuses, they get crushed by the top of the screen.
I was talking and the thing wasn't on. Nice. Hotkeys.
It's like Rez is getting some pretty decent RNG here with Krakow.
And anything like 1/3 or better is what I call good.
Yeah, very nice RNG.
Things are looking good
See
for
what
Rezi
Jello
right now.
gets. Slow
Nice start.
and lasers, or leaves if you're Arcanius. This is not
Emos.
amazing, unfortunately.
So far, Rez
Although
is
Rezi
getting a
does only
pretty
have 2
mediocre
health,
DDD.
so we could see this bounce back. And I, for one, am rooting for Jello, mostly so we can get a 3rd match.
True.
Alright. Luckily, Rezi had one more hit point.
Rezi's got to survive the fight now.
Ooh, that's a tall order. Even for players at like me and Bloody's level, DD
It's
sucks,
scary.
literally and figuratively.
Ooh, that was real close by
That
Rezi.
was too close for comfort. Rezi dropping the stress frames.
Rezi's getting
All
pretty
these
lucky
jumps.
with the DDD
Oh, that's
with the
the
jumps
dream.
and the slides. They're not getting the subs.
Jumps and slides. This is a Mega Man game now. Are we in there? Come on, DDD.
Looks like
we
we're
got
in
a
there.
jump on DDD
Oh,
with
oh,
Rezi, and Rezi gets
And
the final hit.
Let's see, 13-15 time conversion coming your way.
So, really, once we get past 10 and some odd seconds, that's going to be too much.
Looks like Jello's gonna get the last hit in on DDD now.
Roughly 13:34.
It's not a bad
Sounds
run.
about right. So I think Jello clocks in at a 13-17. 13 a little higher than that, but I think he's safely beating Jello that round.
Me too. We'll have to wait until next time to see if we get a 3rd race.
Can we have a 3rd race anyways? Make it 3 out of 5 for shenanigans? For the record, the different pitch of the music on Rezi's game is killing me right now.
I know.
It's just so
Yeah.
wrong.
That's the giveaway.
So is that Rezi versus Controller Head in round 2, huh?
Oh, that's fun.
So for those of you that don't know, Controller Head is the world record holder right now with the 11:23.
Oh,
Pretty consistent with low 12s and sub 12 runs. And lately he's
Yeah,
been
he is
grinding
tough to
the
beat.
crap out of the game. So he is very focused right now.
and based on all the bracket predictions and stuff, it looks like I'll be going up against him in semis, and that is going to be a tough match to come out of alive.
Whoa, you're going against him in semis? Get out of here. I will bop you.
Ooh. Drama's starting already. You guys are on opposite sides.
Well, no, you'd be going against him in finals.
You'd be winners bracket finals.
You'll be most likely facing the winner of me versus
Oh, I see.
Controller Head.
Okay. I was going to say.
Unless Rezephos pulls out literally all the stops, and beats Controller Head, which would be the greatest upset of our generation.
You know, I've seen Controller Head have some pretty bad runs and races. So.
True.
And not, you know, I've had awful runs and races. So,
Haven't we all?
I mean,
You just have to place a hex upon those carts and see what happens.
Proto and I have definitely raced our fair share amount against each other, so.
Oh, yes. Me versus Bloody is always a good time.
Especially the Bop War that we had.
I miss the Bop War.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I'll be getting back to Dreamland RTA.
I will be almost done with Dreamland after the tournament, unfortunately. I will be jumping into Dreamland 2 and 3 after the tournament.
I think you mean jumping into Ninja Gaiden Shadow.
Yeah. Jump slash.
We do still need to have a Kirby Dreamland 2 blind race at some point.
Oh god, it would take so long. Like, world record's what, like 40 some minutes already? And I don't even know what world record is for that game. Any percent world record is 39.56 from barbecue. So 40-minute, knowing what you're doing, it's like blind race, 3 hours. Unless we go for the good ending, 100%. Which has an extra boss in it.
Oh, and Kirby's Dreamland 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little disappointed by that at SGDQ, but you know, I realized getting all the things necessary to do that would take so long.
Whatever happened to that Dreamland 2 blind race?
We never had it.
Never had
We
it.
should do that.
We should
Still
do that.
haven't played it.
Not right now, though, because I do actually have to eat dinner. Mrs. Cab actually just got
not right
home,
now.
so...
Oh, God, no.
Dinner was cooked,
Yeah.
but not really eaten. Are either of you guys streaming, or just gotta figure out where this raid goes?
I ain't streaming tonight. I gotta save my voice for tomorrow commentary with
Yeah.
CH.
Ooh.
I think I'll pass. I was doing Ninja Gaiden before, but it's almost 9. I'm tired. You girls need our beauty sleep. What can I say?
I mean, CH is running Dreamland right now.
If I didn't have to
Then
go eat
that's
dinner,
it.
I'd
That's
say
where we
yes.
go. Actually, hang on. Let me check if anyone else is playing. Someone with a generally smaller viewer count. I don't think Ark is online. It's a little late for España. Speaking of, Ark, if you're still here, when's the Spanish commentary restream? Quiero comentar con tu... Sorry for that.
No sé la palabra por Kirby.
Kirby.
Los cerveza,
Es un
por
nombre.
favor.
Yeah, looks like Controller has it, although...
Oddly enough, there's just not that many Kirby streamers. We're just so sporadic in our streaming times.
Looks like it's a controller head then.
Yup.
You have the link?
1 sec. It's coming in chat.
And honestly, you two are much more Kirby's Dreamland community than I am. I don't know what the raid message should be for this tournament.
This just in, Controller Head is listening to yes, we are definitely rating him.
Yes.
That's right, he's listening to vinyls.
I guess Poyo
Alright,
is the
Chad,
message.
you know what to do? Poyo?
Just crush his chat. He loves spam.
Crush it. Show it no mercy.
Show his chat no mercy.
And, if you guys want to give us a sign off here,
My hotkey right now is set for one of the same keys I use to paste things, so you're probably hearing me slam all these keys.
oh, I'm watching it too. Any last words before I hit the host button?
Thanks for watching the first round, everyone. We're not SMW, but we're pretty cool.
We are not SMW or Super Mario Land.
No.
So keep cape anyway.
Yeah, keep capes. Don't touch Gordos. Poyo.
More races tomorrow, starting at 11 Eastern time, I believe.
Who's up?
Stream's gonna die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I am enjoying this controller head.